Challenge is a game that's similar to Jeopardy! I play it with my students to help them learn the theories of human development. An entire class forms teams, and each team is made up of 2 or 3 members, no larger than this, and they compete with other teams to master these theories of human development, and there are 4 of these. Preparation involves that each team works individually. I give 2 class times for them to do this. They work with other teammates after they have heard a lecture and maybe done some text readings on the various theories. They then group into teams of 2 or 3. Each person is considered to be an expert on at least one of the theories. They then attempt to teach the other team members the gist of the theories and some of the basic ideas of the theories. The goal is for each team member to develop some expertise in some of the theories, and then they are going to be prepared to play the game. A game is developed using a clicker system called the Classroom Performance System. The instructor creates questions at different levels of difficulty in each of the 4 theories, and then you assign different point values to the different theories. The materials you need are textbook materials or assigned readings, and some sort of software system where you are able to program your clickers. And then, of course, you do need the remote control clickers. Student teams of 2 or 3 members sit at different tables. One clicker is distributed per team. Each team gets a turn to select a category of questions, as well as the particular level of difficulty of the question, which has a different point value. That level of question is presented to the entire class. This assures then, since every team can answer, not just the one that selected the question, that you do have more engagement than you have, say, if you were playing Jeopardy with PowerPoint slides. With Jeopardy, often the other teams who are not answering the question do have to sit, and they often get bored. The clicker system, though, does keep all teams engaged all the time. The computer keeps the scores for the different teams so that the instructor is able to watch the members of the class as they interact and select the correct answer or some answer. Scores are also, in the clicker system, kept by pad number, so this ensures some level of confidentiality. Scores can either be concealed or revealed as the game is played. Similarly, at the end of the game, you can decide whether to reveal the scores or keep them confidential. The collaborative learning elements include, for one thing, you do have individual accountability. The group size is kept small, as I said, with only 2 or 3 members. Team members do have specifically assigned materials to master, and then they are required to teach that material to the other classmates. Each team does work before the group meets, so team members do work outside of class to develop their expertise to some degree. Instructors observe during the game who is answering the question, and by these things you are able to ensure some degree of individual accountability. Challenge also enables you to allow for face-to-face interaction, and this is assured by each team is given time to work together. Generally, I do that with a few minutes of class time allotted on 2 different occasions. Each team member sits together at a table. Each team knows the team winning is partially going to be determined by their base level of knowledge that they develop. And each team is allowed during the game to congratulate each other, either after they've answered a particularly important question or maybe after they've won the game. So in this way, you do ensure face-to-face interaction. And finally, the challenge game also incorporates collaborative learning elements by having positive interdependency. Task interdependency is promoted by each team having to teach the other team members some information. And then you also can incorporate what's called duty or role interdependence, as each member is assigned a particular role, that of teacher, and then the role is rotated to another member. Reward interdependency, as the team may receive some kind of group grade, is also assured, and that promotes your positive interdependency. And then finally, a rare occasion for positive interdependency is that you're able to use something called outside enemy interdependency, because each of your teams competes for the most points. And that's how we play challenge. The clicker version of Jeopardy, but without the waiting. Each team is constantly engaged.